Hello and welcome back to my Guangdong food adventure. It's a new day, which means it's time for a new food adventure. So I left Shantou this morning and I've just arrived here in Zhongshan, which is another city in Guangdong province, full of yummy foods that I really want to try. But I'm not doing it alone. Guess who flew across the country to eat food with me today in Zhongshan? It's Jasmine!
Hello!
How was your flight?
It's very tired, but worth it. You may allow to cry for touching fresh air right now.
We're going to be eating some really yummy things today in Zhongshan, starting with behind us here. What are we eating, Jasmine?
The pigeon.
We are eating pigeon!
Baby pigeons, to be exact. It takes precisely 13 days from birth to plate.
13天它必须要达到5两，如果你13天达不到，乳鸽就很瘦了，就不行了。
And this place, their pigeons are literally award-winning.
Really?
Yeah, they've won
It's a
international...
competition for pigeon making, right?
Yes. There is a medal inside
Good to
for
know.
the International Pigeon Cooking Competition. It's very prestigious, Jasmine.
I know.
Nothing to laugh at.
I know.
这里算是世界上最好吃的乳鸽吗？世界上还是中国最好吃的？
世界。
Whoa!
Have you had pigeon before?
No, I haven't. I didn't even know you could eat pigeon. I had kind of assumed that pigeons are full of diseases, you know? They're the rats of the sky. So I'm interested to know today whether the pigeons that they serve here, they've plucked them out of the sky or whether they're like growing them in like a safe environment.
Do you want to take a bet?
You know what? We had the raw fish. Everyone said we would get parasites.
Parasites everywhere.
But we didn't. I'm parasite free. I checked.
We're safe here.
So first up on today's food adventure is Yiping Yuyang, where we're going to be tasting the world's yummiest pigeon. But first, Boss Huang, aka Pigeon King, is going to be taking us for a little tour of the back kitchen to see just how his award-winning pigeons are prepared.
Wow, look at all these juicy pigeons.
这个是我们自己的加工厂，整个供应量养跟杀跟加工都是我们自己的。
So the pigeons you see here have been air-dried, and next step, it's into the deep fryer.
我们就是要等到5分钟的过程就可以吃乳鸽了。
And as the minutes pass, the pigeons turn from that creamy white to a very sexy deep brown.
很肥美啊！
Reminds me of a little rubber duck floating around the bath.
Except in this case, the bath is boiling oil, and I'm drooling over the bath toy in question.
吃起来是什么感觉？
吃起来又脆又多汁。
Look at those juicy, brown, crispy looking pigeons. First time in my life I've looked at a pigeon and I'm like, yes, I want that.
再来一个，每天可以烧500多个。
The last step in the process is cutting and plating the pigeons for service. First, the head and tail are cut off, and then they're cut in half.
哇，又高水了吗？
You bet I'm drooling.
Now onto the plate.
Did you hear the voice, the knife touching the skin of the pigeon?
一开始里面汁就流出来，这个乳鸽只能1开2，不能1开4，1开4的乳鸽汁就流出来了。
I never associated pigeons with being cute, and only now seeing them cooked.
Everything's cute in the kitchen, you know.
Truer words never spoken. Anyway, time to get some pigeon on our plate.
Wow, okay, so that was amazing to see it get made in the kitchen, and now in front of us here we have this majestic plate of pigeon. I never thought I'd be saying that sentence in my life.
It's very interesting that they don't have any 蘸料, they don't have any sauce, but the boss said it's already flavorful enough, so we can just eat it originally in this way without anything.
Oh, it smells really good.
I know.
Very
I
fragrant.
can smell it when it comes to the room.
So this is our pigeon here. I'm going to rip off a drumstick. Oh, look how juicy that looks. That skin. And inside here, can you see? It's dripping with juice. You do not need a sauce for this. It's so juicy. Like oily but not greasy. Tender. Look at the shine on that skin. Who would have thought pigeon is so tasty? Jasmine, you gotta try this. Is that a shake head because I love it or shake head because I hate it?
I love it. It's so worth it for me to fly across to China.
I don't think I've ever seen you enjoy a food so much as I'm seeing you enjoy this.
I've been in Beijing for a long time. Oh my god, it's so juicy here.
Oh, It's like a fountain of juice.
It's such a balance with the crispy skin and the juicy meat inside.
So true. Every time I take a bite, it like unveils a new cavern and it just drips with more juice. How would you rate our first Zhongshan food out of 10?
12 out of 10.
Whoa, we got a fan over here. This is only the beginning of our Zhongshan food adventure. Next up, I'm taking you to another really, really famous Zhongshan specialty.
I'm gonna gain some weight in
Yes,
these 3 days.
I've been in Guangdong for 3 days and already I can see a change. I've just been non-stop eating, yeah.
I've been trying not to tell you that there's already some change.
Can you see? Can you?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Well, better do some exercise when we get back to Beijing.
Yeah, 100%. But for now, let's eat some more deep fried pigeon.
Yeah, let's enjoy the moment
Yes.
of the life.
Actually though, actually,
It's so good.
no, my face isn't fat.
Well, if it isn't yet, it soon will be, because it's time for Zhongshan food stop number 2. And guess who offered to be our food guide? The big boss himself.
Super sweet, the big boss of this restaurant. Busy guy, got a lot on his plate. He's actually offered to take us to our next destination. So he's taking us to a food street where we're going to be finding lots of little xiaochi, little things that we can eat.
We pulled up to this cute little side of the street joint, which can literally only be described as some kind of deep fried food paradise.
这个是我们当地的小吃。
Wow, deep fried chili.
来装2个金堆。
我们要吃什么？
那咸煎饼，
煎饼。
咸煎饼，
哦，
煎堆，小煎堆，
哦，
这个就是小的煎堆，
小煎堆。
对，
炸辣椒，这个炸鸡啊，炸鸡。
Goodness me, today's oil intake is going to be slightly above average.
Your face is too dark.
I won't forget the sound.
I'm very keen to try this one. Deep fried. Whoa! 谢谢。
辣吗？这个辣
不辣
吗？，不辣的，
不一
确定吗？
定哦。
不辣，不辣。
里面是什么东西啊？
鱼香，鱼肉，
鱼肉。
不辣。
还好我没吃，我把这个给了老板娘。
真的辣吗？
辣，这道是辣不辣？
哦，还是有一点辣，
还是有一点辣。
有一点。
辣
Jasmine,
不要逼我，我不行。
it is actually really spicy.
松啊。
哦
係啊，
哦，
Cannot take
我
it。
哋嗰啲就很
对，真的很辣。
很松，
I don't.
很松软了。
Okay, I regret laughing at her now. That actually is really, really spicy. That's no joke. That's not just a Guangdongyuan can't eat spicy kind of thing. That's like a legitimately spicy.
Next up is Jiandui, one of the most famous snacks from Zhongshan. This one here is filled with red bean.
I'm keen to try this. It's actually one of the things I really wanted to try here in Zhongshan. There's also another version of this that's like massive. It's like the size of a football.
有大的煎堆，有小的煎堆。
This is like the smaller version and this one has a little bit of a filling there. It tastes like sweet potato. 是红薯粉做的吗？
这个是红薯粉做的。
Hey. It's like, yeah, crispy on the outside and then glutinous on the inside. Look at this.
你觉得它？
Oh yeah.
等一下我们去看的那个大煎堆是完全不一样的。
So we're on the road again and Huang Laoban has become our food guide for today. 谢谢你, Huang Laoban.
都叫它海哥，
海哥，海哥。
亲切一点的叫它。
接地气的叫法，海
Yeah.
哥。
The best way to know the best places is to find the best food guy. Haigo is our man.
Yeah, to 海哥 respect.
So we've had a bit of a pit stop, literally. We are at the BMW dealership of Zhongshan.
I didn't expect it to end up here, but it's very 舒服 here.
We've got free coffee, we've got nice couches. Haigo is just getting his car repaired. And then we're going to go on to our next
Again,
snack.
respect to 海哥。
Respect to Haigo. We love Haigo. Cheers to Haigo.
Unfortunately, no time for coffee number 2. Haigo's car was very soon good to go. And remember when I told you the other version of Jiandui was big? Well, were you expecting anything this big?
Oh, look. Here. Oh, he's making here. Oh my goodness. Check this out. Look how big that is.
And it only gets bigger and bigger the longer it's fried in the oil. So this jiandui is made by taking a ball of glutinous rice dough. The dough ball is then covered in sesame seeds before it's finally added to the hot wok of oil. Over the course of roughly 5 minutes, this thing gets slowly bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until eventually it looks like this.
Can you believe this is a snack from planet Earth? I would believe if someone says, oh, I come from Mars and this is my native snack. But not Earth. This is not an Earth snack. It's bigger than a basketball, I would say. Look, this is the size of my hand. And that's it there. It's huge.
At this point, Haiger had to leave us to go prepare for the evening service at his restaurant.
I go bye-bye.
So then we were on our own and had to figure out just how to eat this thing.
This is honestly one of the weirdest things
I know.
I've seen on my table. Here we have our massive ball, also known as Jiandui.
Yeah.
Look at this! Look how big this thing is! That's a, what is that?
Like a moonlight or...
It is. It reminds me of something I could get from IKEA.
And when it comes to opening it up and eating it, luckily we could get some professional help.
Okay, so we've got our instrument here, our scissors. Oh look, okay. There we go. So just get in there and cut off its head. Oh! There's, oh look in the middle! 这个里面是什么东西？这是那个糯米。Oh. It's got half the dough inside. It's so weird. So she's just gonna cut it into pieces for us and slowly just deconstruct this ball. This is just honestly so strange. Piece by piece.
Yeah, so basically we are having the skin and the core separately.
Oh, so
So
这个
that's...
能吃吗？
来，这个还好吃。
Okay, so our ball has been deconstructed and we're now left with a pile of, I don't know what you call that, casing, and then its brain in the middle, the sticky rice brain.
Yeah.
So I guess let's go for
The skin
the
first?
skin first. Very thin skin. It's very, very fine. Crunchy yet slightly sticky.
The smell of it reminds me of the 就是中国小朋友小时候经常在街上吃到的那种玉米卷，就非常简单的制作，然后在一个非常大的那个非常廉价的塑料袋子里，但是特别好吃，然后吃的特别上瘾，有一股玉米的那个味道。
I guess this is our 30th deep fried food for the day.
Everything is deep fried.
Now it was time to try the brain.
Oh, that's really nice. Like really lovely glutinous texture, obviously, but the taste is like slightly sweet. Now we've tried the two different versions of Jiandui. Which one do you prefer? The one with hongshufen, the smaller one with the dousha filling, or this one, the empty filling with more like normi
I feel like it really depends on which meal you're taking. If it's for breakfast, I will go for mini jiandui. But if it's for 下午茶 or for evening snacks or something, I'll
Yeah.
go for this skin.
Yeah, for me, it would depend on the occasion. Because imagine going and getting some breakfast and holding this massive big ball. I feel like this is the perfect thing to bring your parents to China and be like, hey parents, this is something cool that you should experience. And then, you know, fun for all the whole family. That would be great as a birthday cake. Just stick a candle in it. Happy birthday to you. What a ganja, you know?
Yeah, like 2 candles on the top of the planet. And you got the whole planet celebrating birthday for you.
Exactly. So for birthday parties, I would suggest this one here. But for everyday use, I would go for this one. I'm very full. I'm very, very
Me
full.
too.
Literally everything that we've put in our mouths today
It's
has
deep
been
fried.
deep fried. Yeah, so very healthy day of eating here. Okay, let me just have some of this watermelon juice.
Cheers.
Healthy. But yeah, as big of a day of eating as it's been, it's not over. Nowhere near over. But you'll have to tune in next week to see what we're eating tonight. It's something very special that only comes around once a year here specifically in Zhongshan. So catch us next week to see what that's about. In the meantime, we've got to drink a lot of tea to help digest ourselves because we've got to eat dinner in an hour. Let me know what you thought about all these dishes and we will see you next week. Bye.